Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We've got a brand new video to go over some of the side event and then some other content as well. So, you know, everything's mental with covering a lot of the new content. So to begin with the side event, you'll be given a target champion to go against. The day today is Wednesday the 7th and the target is Mr. Mordo. Now, where can you find information? Well, I'll try and do as best I can to kind of give you up to date kind of like a series of like who's the new champion. But I would say that the problem is with that is like this new champion goes live at midnight and I'll probably be asleep because, you know, I need sleep. So one of the best places to go will be to Marvel Truecos, which will post that particular info. And essentially, if you don't know what's going on with the side quest already is, you get a target, you go and get the target, you then go into a quest and do particular things, which we're going to go over in this video. This is the more showcase of things as it goes. So I've already gone and done Mordo. I do have this sneaking suspicion that within Clash of Champions, which is this month's event, that there will be champions in the particular grind on some of the various different paths. There will be characters that you'll need to defeat. For example, today it's Mordo, and that's there. Just a theory that I have, but see what happens with theory, shall we? So yeah, that's all done. We've done Mordo. I did that on lower difficulty. And do bear in mind tonight I'll be live streaming the quest. We pick up the key. There's the key right there. The key's been grabbed. So then we need to go into the quest. Now that we've got a key, we can go into the quest. And in Contest of Realms, you have the respective different types of difficulties. I myself will need to go the legendary route because of, well, reasons. You only get 3 champions you get to take in and use. And I would say just use champions that you think would be kind of good for the situations. So I'm going to take in Doctor Doom. I'm going to take in Human Torch because there could be a Mystic there on the route to defeat. And for the hell of it, I'll just take in Nick Fury. At least to say I've got a good covering of stuff there. Not so much with the immunities, and maybe that's something that I should say to myself, well, Rich, have you got good enough immunities? Well, it may be best to then switch out to something else. Maybe I've got like a full signature Angela. Maybe it's a case as a hashtag metal, and I'll interact with something with bleed. So maybe it's better instead that I bring Magneto, because there is some hashtag metal in there. So yeah, let's use those 3 there, and see what happens, shall we? Let's begin the quest, and use the key. And then we go in here. Now this looks like this is the options here. You can just go for the straight off completion, but as well some of the rewards you want to get. Okay, so one of the biggest things about this is RNG. So you're probably wondering to yourself, hey, you're in Legendary. Where's all the good stuff there? I've got Tier 2 Alpha, I've got Tier 2 Alpha, I've got Tier 2 Alpha, and I've got, well, that's it, Tier 2 Alpha. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be some of the 6-star shard side of things. For a list of the RNG-based rewards you should be seeing, they're on screen right now. So for Legendary, which I'm in at the moment, there is very low percentages for certain things, but higher percentages for others. There is no 6-star shards in this particular interaction. Because these are RNG-based, you don't know what could drop. It is largely something that can be seen as a bit frustrating and annoying. I would encourage you to keep a list or a log of what you're picking up rewards wise from every single attempt that you have when you're going in this. It just means it allows you to get a real idea of whether or not this particular side quest has gone very favorably or unfavorably. And not to say not to be critical about this, because look, I want Tier 2 Alpha. I need Tier 2 Alpha. It's something I desperately need for getting a lot of champions up, as I've just put my Ghost up to rank 3 as a 6-star. I need to get myself more Tier 2 Alpha, so that's something to mention. The whole kind of scheme of things is that this is a very much a self-choice thing, and if you want to grab some of the items here, you can either choose to skip out or grab the lot of them. Fortunately, the health pools aren't too ridiculous, so it does mean that it's not going to feel so much of, well, a Mickey take, well, a piss take. We'll just say, we'll go with a piss take, shall we? So yeah, it doesn't feel totally like a piss take. There is stuff like here, like a long distance relationship, which you know has its things, and we're having to kind of like track back a bit in order to kind of get these weakness debuffs off our back before kind of playing a little bit more aggressively. But the same notion applies. We're like, come on, It's still taking a little bit of a while, and yeah, like we all hope that we can get this kind of like quest done and dusted as quickly as it starts. Because look, this is a side quest. Side quests are meant to be done as quickly as possible. So time is very important for players. And all of this goes hand in hand with what's going on in your objectives. If you look to your objectives element of it done for you know, certain difficulty and higher, which it is now, you can really get some good stuff, because they want you to do is 50 times, and then or 50, 75, 100, 125. So every time you do a fight in the contest of realms, it means that you will go up 1 for the objective, which can have some good stuff in it, and especially for kind of players that are advancing, that's great. But you know, there's also some alright stuff available. There's also some other objectives which we'll have to look over, especially as they're all about doing the completion of various different things. I definitely think I've got to do a video about what is the most ideal 3 champions to take into this quest, especially because it is a case of pot luck as to what are some of the best champions to put in. And it's, you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. Especially if you make mistakes. Like, tough if you make mistakes. That's going to be a thing. I feel you will be punished more for mistakes that you make, and as well champion selection. I felt that even though this was a chance thing and I didn't really know with this, and I believe this is randomized each and every time, trying to fit with the best characters to go against this is going to be difficult. Especially, like, I think again it was down to luck to have Doctor Doom, have Human Torch and Magneto as interaction, because even with like just maybe Magneto against I'm Patriot, and I don't think Jabari Panther is a hashtag metal, so it puts in kind of like a bit of a doubt into like the usage of that particular character. And maybe in future, if it's less likely and the similar champions are in rotation, that there will be better options than the ones that I've brought in. But still, how was one to guess these kind of things? So I guess it's down to which is the most ideal team to take into here. Will it be the likes of Void with Killmonger? Will it be any other champion? That's going to be another thing. The great thing about this quest is giving up. Essentially what you can do is you can actually give up and still retain your rewards. So for me, looking at this now, like I'd usually go over to like my quest storage, or kind of like look to see like what is this part of like the display that some of the rewards at the end I'd get if I have indeed done the end boss. And I can skip straight to that if I want to, which we're going to do in a moment. But if I say to myself, do you know what, I can't be bothered to get the 5-star signature stone, or I want to get the what's this, the tier 4 cosmic catalyst, which to be honest I'd rather save my effort and move straight onto the boss in a second, because I've already got a casualty. Unfortunately, Human Torch is down, but I've been trying to make sure that the lower health champions are prioritized in the grind, so that then the higher hit pool ones are then I've got left, so I can then just take on the end boss if I need to. So yeah, if you don't know already, if you haven't seen on the forums, it does say rewards are credited to your inventory directly and will not be presented to you in a dialog box at the end. Again, the rewards are going to be credited to your inventory directly as you collect them along the paths, and not displayed in a dialog box at the end. So so that gives you an idea. But I am going to do one more fight before I go to the Jabari Panther, and that's going to be this Storm fight. For those interested, it looks like that at the end of it. It does say 0% explored, but you know, back to quest as it normally is, and then you just look and you can't access it until the next day. But at least to say that, you know, and you don't have to 100% to grab the stuff, but there is an objective that it does play into, which you might want to do, which is complete the contest realm quest 4 times. I think this is the one to get you. Yeah, so this is the way to get you the 2% tier 5 class catalyst. So that's going to be that there multiple times. So if you are Cavalier, you're going to have to do it multiple times in order to get it done. Now let's talk about team selection. Team selection is going to have to be incredibly important, and at times I will feel that this is the kind of the bad thing about the quest that really kind of makes me feel like, oh, it's not exactly brilliant. For players, I would say preparation is key, and especially if you look over like the difficulties of what's in there. On screen at the moment we've got the global and other buffs. It's important to get an idea of the boss pool as well. Kabam have given you that, so they've done that at least for us. And preparation of the team is important to go, right, well, what can take on what's good for stuff? I would say having something that can deal with various different things. And that is going to be the thing. Like, do you have a champion that has got ability to take on Spider-Verse champions? Do you put in line something like Corvus Glaive? Do you have a power control champion? And I would say from the team of 3 that I had, it was pretty well, it's pretty good, but having Magneto wasn't really kind of a good champion for this, especially with some of the interactions. I would say that some of the better ones to choose down the line would have some elements of champion interaction. You know, Doctor Doom, you've got Human Torch. Human Torch can deal with healing and as well can deal with evade abilities if you know how to play them. Also, Falcon can be quite good against some of the various different nodes, especially ones where there's Spider-Verse based champions. But I think this is more of like a full video I think will need to be done in order to prepare people. And expect that out tomorrow. I'll go like more of a deep dive in this. But yeah, some champions are going to have to be well selected. When it comes to the difficulty and what is the best difficulty to choose, look, the best difficulty and the best rewards are going to be legendary. If you can't do legendary, then epic and go down and down. And that's the thing. Preparation is key. The right champions are key, especially when it comes to these nodes. And definitely, I think next time one champion I'll be choosing will be Captain America Infinity War with a skill and a cosmic on the team. That skill may be Falcon or maybe Nick Fury. That cosmic may be something that can interact with some of the different nodes. But as I said, full video will be out tomorrow. It's just one champion I feel with the shrugging off of debuff effects, which can be very helpful. Also, the extent of providing armor break can deal with certain circumstances. There's also other champions. Easy rotation of going like parry and heavy attack, which can be very helpful. But as well, there could be like some better options there. But as I said, full video on that one will probably be tomorrow, so I can deep dive that. And there we go. That's been a little video that's going over the new side quest. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to support the channel. We'll be probably doing one more video today, potentially, or maybe something else. Maybe something similar to this, but kind of condensed in size. And I'll be doing some videos going over some of the boss fights in some of the Cavalier and Uncollected difficulty over on the live stream later on today. Also, go and check out some of the recent content posted today. Why have Kabam ruined Alliance Wars and Alliance Quest for a lot of players? Then find out more on today's Marvel Contest of Champions news show. And I'll see you later on. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.